here and your foot's trapped, like he's got the foot in, you can't get the foot out, or the leg's all the way in here, okay? Of course, we want to get this underhook as soon as possible. All right, and if I'm to here and he's got my leg trapped, I'm going to come under the head here. I want to get my shoulder pressure and start just steamrolling up into his face here. Okay, if I can get his head turned this way, good. If he keeps forcing his head that way, it's actually going to be rough around his jaw probably. He's going to push him right into it, okay? So we're in this position here, all right? If I try to hop my hips up and cut that way, it's still going to be pretty hard. So what I want to do is drive all my pressure into his face, start hopping my hips up, high here. Okay, if I need a post on my head, I can, but my weight needs to be on his face. Okay, still to try to hop and come this way, not always easy. But you can do it. But I want you to hop up and then keep a good base here. This knee's coming through and driving right to the other side. This whole time, all the while, I'm making him miserable with this pressure on his face. Okay? Now, if his head's this way, other way, it doesn't matter. Pressure on the face.
To get a nice bluish hue.
Okay, now, you'll notice I need to go to mount, but my elbow's blocking my knee from pulling this foot through. Okay? So I got to address that. So what we did was we came here. I'm going to walk this hand up, grab the top of his head. I'm still steamrolling my chest in. Now I can slide this up. Okay, so now I'm in an extremely high mount, knees under the armpits. I've got this good underhook on the head, and I've got this arm trapped. Okay, this is a great position for me to attack and make him miserable. Okay, we can go into our gift wraps, we can attack the arms, multiple things we can do. This is an old wrestling move. I know they use it in catch wrestling and stuff. Be careful if you use this and like submit someone with it, because don't try to submit them with it, because they'll call it a twisting leg lock, but not leaving your division. You can reach back and grab the foot here and pull to there. Okay, drive the shoulder in, knee up, and I can step right over that into the mount. Okay, that's a very uncomfortable thing to do though. There's actually there's a pinning combination in wrestling. When you're here, you grab the foot and you arch it back and peel them that way. Okay, and some people will try to like get a submission from here by pulling the leg, and it hurts. Okay, so I'm here, I'm trying to get through. I just can't get this leg through, and I feel this foot's kind of free. You know, sometimes I'll have it locked in, but sometimes it's not. I'm going to reach back and grab the foot right at the knuckle there, under the big toe, and peeling it here, peeling his leg back. Drive the shoulder the whole time. Step over, boom. There's my mount, high over. Sometimes, guys, it's hard to get the leg out. Okay, you got to use all kinds of little tricks and stuff. When you're here, your hips go up. If it's still pinching and not quite out yet, I'm going to keep hopping. And the more you hop, it looks silly, but the more you hop, the more likely his leg is to kind of slide down. And all I need is just to go right under my patella just a little bit so my knee can come through. That's all I need, and I can get out, okay? Another one we can do too is, let's say I'm almost out, like I'm trying to drive over, I'm almost out, but I can't get it out. I can bring this foot in here and pull it out, okay? But be aware when you do this, I do not have the base that I just had. So it is essential that I am like crushing him. Because if he's pinned like this, he can't move very much. If I'm being a little too nice and I pick this foot up off the mat like this and I'm not really crushed, they cannot do that if they're stapled to the mat. Okay, so this is what I hate, whether it's when I'm in their half guard trying to get the mount, or even when I get to mount in the first place, okay? When I was here, like, let's say I've almost gone over, he's got my foot trapped here, and I'm almost in the mount, and whether I'm under this arm or not, doesn't really matter. They frame across my hips here. Okay, they got that frame right there. Same thing in full mount. If they're framed here, that's good for him. He doesn't want to frame and turn too much because he's going to, you know, give me a back take and a gift wrap. But they'll frame just enough to where whenever I move to attack, they create that distance. Okay? So I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here, take this hand, and fish it under his arm. Okay? Like an overhook, like a wizard. And then I'm going to drive it to the mat, replace it with my body. Right there. Now I put him in that position where he didn't need to go to. He went too far. Okay? From here, I'm going to use my body to keep it down. Now I can either try to come under for a gift wrap position, or I can come under the head here and squeeze and really get a good squeeze and keep driving the mount. Depends on your preference of game, if you want to go for the back, or if you're going to go for the back, especially since he already has my leg still trapped back here. If I go for the gift wrap, when I go to take his back here, hook's already in. That's the bottom hook too. That's the one you want. If I'm here, I can still do really good. Then the top hook can come in. If it's the other way, bottom hook's not in, top hook's in, he's out. Okay, you're wasting your time. The arm, get my body, boom, there. Then start making what decisions. Let's say this, I'm gonna come here. If you like head and arms, up, over, and going into it there. Sometimes they'll opt to go to like a butterfly hook on the inside. You may have all your pressure up here, your underhook and stuff, but they have this butterfly hook in. Okay, and if I just try to like come over it or come around, I'm gonna get swept, even if I have a lot of pressure sometimes. One thing we do, it's kind of just like that other one we did, if I bring this foot in. I'm gonna come here, I'm driving the shoulder pressure in, foot in. This whole time, guys, I'm trying to keep the best base I can with my legs. Keep this peeled down, and this is where I can back step out, driving my chest forward. I don't want to back step and let me come on top of it. Back stepping forward here. Now I can either come straight to my side control position, or I can bring the knee across the belly, walk the hand up just like we did before, and get into my high mount position. You can just try to like bring your hips over really far, but some guys that are good at butterfly guard, they'll follow you with it, and you're still not, you're still in some danger there. You want to peel it off best you can. Weight down. I'm going to put this foot in here, there, boom, out, and then I can switch or go to my mount position. Okay. One other person asked too, if I get to this position, I don't get the underhook. Half guard, and I don't get the underhook. Okay. If they've got it, is don't come over with an overhook wizard here. Unless you're like out of this trying to set up like a guards or something, you don't want that. Here, I'm just elbow down, and I'm sinking my lat, my ribs, down into his elbow pit here, okay? We covered this not too long ago. I'm sinking back and down into his elbow pit, hugging here, elbow in, okay? Staying low. I want to turn into him and get chest to chest. There, okay? So now his underhook's dead. He's struggling. I think I just popped his back a little bit, okay? So just like that. Then I can start getting shoulder pressure. If I don't keep driving my chest forward, I do this, he's coming up. So I'd stay low here, drive, drive, drive. That's when I can come over, boom, and come to the inside. Also, what we just covered, I can reach back and grab this leg there, and this makes everything a lot easier. Go to mount or just step out. That leg's compromised, so be careful with everyone in here with the knee, but look for that. It's just like a little cheat code can opener. Let me out.